Okay, so here I have this pot. It's a flower pot, but I'm going to take some clay and wrap it around here and hump it over here so it becomes a nice rounded object. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I take my clay, I'm going to take my clay here, kind of form it into a little coil-like shape and mush it down like this, okay, around here. Now, this is so that I can have a nice, round bowl shape. Okay, so here I have a popsicle stick. Now you could go like this with your popsicle stick or a tongue depressor and smooth this out and translate this curve here, right? Okay, so you got your first piece. I cut this off the other one. I'm going to mush this down, right? Okay, I got this. I'm going to roll this out a little bit. It needs to be about a 1/2 inch thick, this plate. Right? So I'm rolling it out. Now, I got this piece of paper, so I might as well just come over here and let's see what the dimension is. 12 inches, thereabouts. Okay. Now, I need an 8" by 8" piece. This is 8½ inches. How about that? So, I'm going to come off of here. I'm going to come off of this side here. Now, you cannot place clay on top, you cannot place this on top of here because that will cause it to stick. So, you need paper towels, okay? So I'm taking some paper towel and I'm putting it on here. Right? I'm gonna put this on here. It's gonna get damp, right? Now, I take my plate piece and I go like this and I shape it onto here. Okay? Hopefully I did a good job. Right? Now, this needs to be in at, if this is 8 inches, and you're going to have a 4-inch thing, you go in 2, 2, that, 2, and 2, like that. And then you can actually make your mark, so pretty exactly, okay, for where you're going to put your foot onto here, because you need to have a foot. Okay. There you go. Now, this needs to be scored in slip, so you go and score it. You have to score your Okay, I'm going to take this, mush that on there like that. I already put slip on there. And I'm going to put this over here and mush this on here. Okay. Okay, so what you got to do now is you got to clean this all up. You have a sponge, take your sponge, go around things and clean things up. The thing is that this thing needs to be flat. This is curving like this because it's on a curved surface. So you got to make this flat. So let's get a flat thing. Okay. It just so happens that I have this thing, which is a plastic bat, and I'm going to use it to mush down onto here. Okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go like this. I could actually, so it doesn't stick, I can get a piece of paper for that. Okay, so take a piece of paper, put it over there, take your bat, and you're just gonna push down on it a little bit. Okay, this is not touching anything. Now, if this was in the wrong position, I could fix it. Now, I'm gonna fix this now. I want everything to be perfect on this. Okay, so I have my pen tool, and I'm gonna remove material here, okay, to make everything look good. I want it to look perfect. I'm gonna clean this up now. I'm gonna clean this up, taking my sponge, put a little bit of water on it, mush this in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna come in here and remove a little bit of material because I want this to be flat in here. I don't want it ever to be, if there's any discrepancy later when it gets fired, I don't want this thing, if it warped a little bit, to be sticking out on the bottom, because that's a real pain. Now, if you want, you can round over your edges a little bit. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna round my edges over a little bit here. I'm gonna take this and put it on here again. And I'm gonna do a little bit more tamping down on it, just to make sure everything is nice and even. Okay, there you go. Okay, that looks better. Okay, that's good. All right, so that is the end of day 1. All right, and then I'm gonna let this dry out. I'm gonna put a little bit of, I'll put some plastic over it. Okay, put a little bit of plastic over it. Okay, put some plastic over it and let it dry out slowly, and then you come back the next day and you pull it over and then you put your design on here. Okay, I'm coming in here with my thing here and my tool, the ultimate loop tool, and I'm just going and making sure all my seams are connected and looking good. Okay, and I'm gonna come in here and smooth things out. So I'm just gonna smooth things out. I want things to be nice. As good as I can get it. Now this thing has got an issue with the bottom here, so I'm moving it because I don't want, this was mushing in. Okay, and I can touch things. It's pretty hard. I have my artwork here. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to cut it. Scissors. I'm going to cut this thing out, right? So that I have, at least it's in the shape that it's supposed to be in. Eight inches by 8 inches. There. I'm going to go over these lines that I made, and I'm impressing them into the clay that's beneath. So I've done that. I have impressed lines in there. You can see some of them. So that's about it. We're running out of time here. It's 2:29. So that is the beginning of my thing. I took this and I translated it down to here, and I'm gonna let this dry out a little bit, and then I will go into it once it gets leather hard and carve it out. Make it look good. Thanks.